The emergence of civilization in ancient Egypt was nothing more than the outgrowth of the culture that developed along the Nile Valley. It is in the Nile Valley where one can find the greatest primary evidence of the earliest beginnings of agriculture, architecture, engineering, language, writing, philosophy, science, and religion. In short, all of the essential components that would lead to the development of a great civilization. The Nile Valley extends over 4,000 miles, from the highlands on the east coast of Central Africa to the Delta region in the extreme north. The origins of the mighty waterway, which courses through the Nile Valley, have been traced to the twin sources of the Nile River, which are called the Blue Nile and the White Nile. The Blue Nile begins at Lake Tana, which is located in the mountainous region of northern Ethiopia, near the city of Gondar and the Choke Mountains. This river contains within its flow extremely rich mineral deposits called silt, which played a major role in the physical evolution of the lands to the north and the development of agriculture in Egypt. The Nile Valley and the Nile Delta are among the most fertile farming areas in the world because of the silt which was deposited upon their shores during the annual flood season. An estimated 70% of the Nile's water comes from the Blue Nile. The second major tributary to the Nile Valley river system is the White Nile, which has its beginnings in the Great Lakes region of Central Africa along the equator. Approximately half of the water which flows from the White Nile evaporates as it courses through the Sud, a vast swamp in southern Sudan. The primary source for the White Nile is the body of water originally called Nyanza, or lake, by the indigenous population thousands of years ago. Nyanza is surrounded by the countries of Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. It is the largest lake in Africa and the second largest in the world, exceeded in size only by Lake Superior in the United States. Nyanza was renamed Lake Victoria by the English explorer John Speke, who claimed to discover it in 1858 and named it in honor of Queen Victoria, the British monarch. There are numerous lakes and rivers feeding into the White Nile. They are primarily the result of the water runoff from Mount Kilimanjaro, which borders Tanzania and Kenya. Kilimanjaro, the tallest mountain in Africa, rises to a height of 19,340 feet.